How you doing, guys? It's your boy Fox back at it with another video. Alright, so we have Jean Grey coming into Marvel Rivals. And let me just say this, I'm all for having another flyer coming into Marvel Rivals. To me, this is a great thing. You know why? Because we have another flyer. And when you have another flyer, you know shit is gonna get crazy. And I already know by the time this video comes out, Jean Grey will already be in Marvel Rivals. So before you guys roast me in the comments, just know it does take time for me to come out with these videos, so cut me some slack here. But anyway, on with the video. It's already annoying enough to deal with an Iron Man or a Human Torch way up in the sky, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because let's say you're a tank or a healer or heck, a DPS. You can't do shit because you're dealing with another flyer. Flyers are very unique in this game because they're way up in the sky and there's nothing you can do about it unless your teammate or you yourself become a flyer to take down a flyer, which is weird, right? You fight fire with fire, right? And that's how this works in this game. You want to take down a flyer? Well, you gotta become a flyer to take down a flyer. I will say this, looking at what Jean Grey can do in this game, she is going to cook in Marvel Rivals. Let me just say this right now. I think her moves look freaking awesome and I can't wait to play as her when she officially releases in Marvel Rivals. I know there's other content creators that they have the privilege, yes, privilege, to play as Jean Grey in Marvel Rivals. Those lucky bastards. And I think with Jean Grey coming into Marvel Rivals, there's going to be a flying meta, obviously, because now we have another flyer. First we have Ultron, who's a flying healer, and now we have Jean Grey, who is another flying DPS in Marvel Rivals. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm really used to going up against Human Torches, Iron Mans, and the Wandas when I'm playing in competitive matches. But I'm really curious to see how Jean Grey is really going to shake things up in Marvel Rivals. And honestly, we really do need more flyers in this game. It makes things interesting. Okay, maybe not too many flyers, but an extra flyer isn't gonna kill the game now. And also, it's great that this game is coming out with another character too, because that means this game ain't dying. And I know there are people saying, oh, Marvel Rivals is dying, or no one's playing the game anymore. Look, whatever, okay? The fact that this game is free is a win in itself. Also, this game is consistently coming out with new updates, new skins, new characters, and new maps. What more can you want? And with Jean Grey coming into the mix, I think this is a great thing for this game. Okay, sure, if you compare the hype now versus several months back, okay, there were way more players playing this game then versus now. That's natural. The game will reach its peak, but then over time, the player base is gonna dwindle. It's natural, but let me just say this. Marvel Rivals, for the long run, the longevity of this game is heading in a great direction. At least that's my opinion. Any game that consistently comes out with new updates is heading in a healthy state. The only thing I wish, in my opinion, that could be fixed in this game are the people that consistently throw in these games. Like, it's one thing to deal with toxic pieces of shits in the voice chat whenever I play competitive matches in Marvel Rivals. And you know what? Toxic assholes online is one thing, but when people consistently disconnect or just purposely throw all because of they just want to throw games, that's my issue, okay? That is what's actually gonna kill this game. And I wish the devs can take this very seriously. It's not happening a lot more these days, but it's still happening. And that's what I want to bring up to you guys, that when people throw consistently just disconnecting or choosing another character that's ultimately gonna ruin the game for everyone else is what's killing Marvel Rivals. But despite all that, the devs are still coming out with new updates, and with that being said, enter Jean Grey. Will she bring about a new flying meta in Marvel Rivals? I don't know. Maybe the flying meta already exists because Ultron is in the mix. Who knows? But what I will say is this, the more flyers we have in this game, there will be a flying meta. I have yet to see this flying meta, but I am curious to see it. Or maybe this flying meta has already happened. You guys let me know. All I'm gonna say is this, it's gonna be a little bit annoying to deal with another flyer in this game, but you know what? It's gonna make things a lot more interesting. That's what this game is all about, making things interesting. I'm already used to dealing with Iron Mans and Wandas and Human Torches in the sky, but now let's see how you guys, and myself included, to deal with Jean Grey. I'll tell you this right now, I'm gonna be rocking this new character. She looks fun to play as, I'm not gonna lie. And that's what this game is about, guys, having fun. Yeah, winning is nice, but having fun is even better. And with new characters like Jean Grey in the mix, sign me up. To me, with more flyers into this game, this is going to bring balance in Marvel Rivals. We'll have a fair share of characters that cause a lot of damage on the ground, but we need a few more characters that does a lot of damage at the sky. Now the thing is, I want to ask you guys this. Do you think Jean Grey is going to be banned quickly? Yes or no? That's what I want to know. How do you feel about Jean Grey coming into Marvel Rivals? Because to me, just by having any new character entering Marvel Rivals is what's going to bring the game into a healthy state. New updates, such as new maps, characters, or skins in this case, is what's going to help the game, and I love it. It's actually what keeps me playing Marvel Rivals. Yeah, don't get me wrong, guys. Playing competitive matches is pretty cool when you get to rank up. I get that. Don't get me wrong. I love ranking up in Marvel Rivals, man. That's a great ass feeling, okay? It's like you go into the gym and bam, you know, you got a new PR and you're lifting even heavier weights. It's a great feeling because that's the equivalent of ranking up in Marvel Rivals. But at the same time, doing the same thing over and over and over again, where you're grinding your ass off in this game for the sole purpose of ranking up in Marvel Rivals, as if this is your full-time job. Like if I got paid $1,000 to rank up to Grandmaster or Celestial, then yeah, I would love to freaking rank up in Marvel Rivals. But guys, you're not getting paid for this, so have fun in the process. Guys, I understand that this game can be very stressful at times, but don't forget, you gotta have fun, okay? And when you have new characters coming into the mix, that's where the fun is. New additions bring new challenges, and with those new challenges, it makes the game a whole lot more interesting, because now us Marvel Rival players, we gotta figure out how to combat this new character. It's already annoying enough to deal with another flyer in this game, but now I gotta figure out, this lady looks like she can cause a lot of damage. If I'm playing as a healer, I better stay the fuck away from this person, because Phoenix, she's tough. But with that being said, guys, what do you guys think of Jean Grey entering in Marvel Rivals? Do you think Jean Grey coming into Marvel Rivals is going to be a good thing or a bad thing? To me, I think it's a great thing. Why? Because she's a new character, so of course she's going to be a great thing. And that's what's going to keep me playing Marvel Rivals over and over again. It's not just ranking up, guys. It's all about the new characters coming into the game. That's what keeps me playing this game. But let me know what you guys think. And also, on a side note, you guys really killed it in my last two videos with the comments. I'm trying my best to get to you guys' comments. Like, I actually have to sit down like 10-15 minutes just to reply to almost every single comment. And I'm trying to reply to every single comment. So if you made a comment into my past few videos, I will get to your comment, guys. Just give me some time. But with that being said, in a few days, Jean Grey will be in Marvel Rivals. The question I gotta ask you guys is this: will you be ready when Jean Grey is here?